Today I'll show you how good a perception machine your brain is and how it perceives space, direction and distance by just what you're hearing. You'll learn how music producers use this knowledge to make music sound more pleasing and interesting. I'll show you an old and proven trick for adding width and space to the song that I'm working on. I'm currently producing a song called Katson out tätä hiekkarantaa, which is part of my tribute project to Katri Helena. In a previous video, you saw how I recorded an acoustic rhythm guitar for this song with the end in mind. I recorded 2 of these guitars, playing different rhythmic patterns to add some sparkle and texture to the song. But I also want to use these guitars to add some width and space to the mix, to make the song sound more spacious and natural. I will show you how to do that next. Let's add width first. Here are the 2 guitars playing at the center of the stereo field. Listen to how that sounds. Now, let me pan those guitars hard left and right so that one guitar is playing on the left speaker and the other guitar is playing on the right speaker. Let's have a listen now. Do you hear the difference, how the mix sounds wider now? When the guitars are panned hard left and right, your brain thinks that they are far apart from each other and that creates a sense of width. Next, let's push the guitars a bit to the back of the mix to make them sound farther away. How do we do that? Well, one way is to pull down the faders to reduce the volume of the guitars, like this. To emphasize the effect, I will also cut the high-end frequencies a bit using an EQ. It sounds more natural this way, doesn't it? That's because the farther away a sound source is in a real physical space, the less loud and bright it sounds. Next, let's add some reverberation to the guitars to create an impression of the guitars playing in a closed space. Reverb is an effect that simulates the sound of a room or a hall by adding reflections and echoes to the original sound. I'm going to use a reverb plugin to add reverb to the guitars like this. Do you hear the guitars now sitting in a fairly big dark room? That's the perception our brain gets from the small amount of reverb in the sound. Let's A/B with and without the guitars and observe how we hear the space in the mix. Here's the mix without the guitars. And here's the mix with the guitars. Do you hear how the 2 guitars processed this way add width and space to the mix, and that those alone can add a sense of space for the entire mix? Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned something new about your brain and hearing. I hope you enjoyed this little update, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Thank you for your support and love. Have a wonderful day and take care.